good opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Nikki Kay.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased to speak on the third reading of the Duties of Statutory Officers, Census and Other Remedial Provisions Bill. Firstly, can I acknowledge the support right across this House for this legislation, including National, Greens, Maori Party, Tohenere, Simon Bridges and Todd McClay. And in conclusion, everybody supports this bill basically except for the New Zealand Labour Party. This legislation is actually one of the briefest bills that I've seen since I've been in Parliament. The purpose of it is to enable the 2013 census to actually happen. I just want to briefly traverse the arguments that we've heard from the opposition. Firstly, Raymond Hoare, who I expect actually went slightly off the reservation when he opposed this bill, because I did see members in a slight state of shock in the opposition. Secondly, we saw Leanne Dysel and Pete Hodgson say that the reason that they opposed this bill was actually because it was being passed during urgency. We've been very clear that this has been the largest natural disaster that New Zealand's ever seen, and that is one of the reasons that we need to defer the census and hold this legislation and pass this legislation. Thirdly, we heard from Leanne Dysel that one of the big issues that she had with this bill was that the regulatory impact statement was actually passed within April. But actually, the point that we've made is there are two other decisions that had to happen as a result of that. Secondly, it was the decision to actually hold a census, and then thirdly, the decision of the date to hold the census. Finally, we heard a number of contradictory speeches from the Labour Party. So we heard that actually Leanne Dysel was suggesting 10-year censuses. Then we heard from Trevor Mallard that actually he thought we could propose to hold a census not in March, but actually in December. And then we heard the trifecta from Chris Hipkins, which was that he actually totally disagreed with both Leanne Dysel and Trevor Mallard and proposed censuses.
Point of order. There's a point of order. Lynn Pillay.
Mr. Speaker, 4 times now we've seen Leanne Dysel have the indignity of having her name mispronunciated, and I would ask the member to use it properly.
Order. Points of order are held in silence. Well, the members in the chamber, and if she felt offended by it, I'm sure she would have. She's shaking her head. I'm sure she would have been on of. It's up to the member to take offence. So we're going to leave it at that. Now, the time is pressing on, and Nikki Kay has the call.
Mr. Speaker, so we've heard very contradictory speeches from the Labour Party. That's not unusual. In conclusion, we support this legislation because we do believe that it's very important to hold a census in 2013. It's very important so that we don't have over or under-representation in our electorates. It's very important for the businesses and the community organisations of this country that they have accurate information. And we support this very non-controversial legislation. I'm shocked that the Labour Party have not supported it. I commend this bill to the House.
Cool.